Hi guys, make a drink. This time I'm really drinking rum and coke. And I'll tell you why. I'm going to title this video, Where Do You Go When You Hit a Wall? Where do you go when you hit a wall? I want to show you something real quick. I've been racking my brains with YouTube now for, get the shirt straight, I don't know, 5 years. Still not monetized because I don't do pranks. I don't do bullshit. I don't cover politics. I don't do something that's simple. You know, I talk about my book. I don't take the easy way out. I never took the easy road. And so many people, there's a lot of people making a lot of money because they take the easy road. Well, I'm just going to do a channel on politics and talk about Trump, or I'm going to do a channel on here and talk about growing vegetables, or I'm going to do a channel on how to repair cars, or whatever. And I decided I'm going to do a channel about my philosophy, which is a tough sale. So today, I was looking at, where did it go? Now you can't find it. Ah, don't leave me. I was thinking about doing a video, where do we go when we die? Thinking about doing a video about the crash of Christianity. Thinking about doing a video about evil never wins. And I just can't decide. I've come to a roadblock. And so, while I was thinking about that roadblock, I thought that's got to be the topic. The topic's got to be, where do you go when you hit a wall? And since I wrote a book about that, I should read my own book. Where do you go when you hit a wall? Where do you go when you're exhausted? Where do you go when you've used all your assets and you've done everything you can possibly think of? Let's try this video. Let's try that content. Let's try this content. And you see other people doing very well, and you get so frustrated. You get so tired. You get no comments, and it can be very disheartening. A lot of people give up on YouTube. More give up than are successful. Out of 100 people, probably 80% of them, maybe more than that, 90% of them say, I'm done, I can't do this anymore. Because they just get burnt out. I can understand that you get so burnt out. So that leading me to, proper English, a topic for the video. All my disgust about things not happening fast enough. But if I look at we're going to get to that in a second, but when I look at my stats, I'm growing 45% more every year for the last 4 years, which is really good because I'm really growing organically. I'm growing strongly organically. I'm not just going boom on one video and there I am, and now what do I do? And so, first of all, I want to thank my followers. I want to thank my seekers, because it is you guys that are keeping me going. It is you guys that watch my videos that are interested in my philosophy, interested in what my book and what I'm talking about, that's keeping me going. That's what's keeping me going when I hit a wall. Like today. I was supposed to do a video 8 hours ago. Hold on. Rum and coke. I was supposed to get this video done 8 or 9 hours ago, and I kept putting it off. I did this, I did that, I went outside, I messed around in the yard, and I just mentally was blocked. Like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I just cannot do this anymore. Another video. And I thought, wait a minute. Let me look at my own philosophy and see if I can pop me out of this mode that I'm in, and you might be in the same thing. Hopefully this will help you. So how do you get out of the doldrums? How do you get out of the mud? How do you dig yourself out of that feeling like, God, I'm so tired and I'm just worn out and I just can't keep going. I just can't keep going. You look at the progress you've made. That's how I do it. When I go, if you just take YouTube as an example, I just go online and look at the progress I make month after month, year after year, how far I've come from when I first started my first video about 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago now. Time is gone. And I remember I didn't know how to set the camera. I didn't know how to upload a video. I had no idea how to edit. I didn't know what I was doing. And as simple as, a two-step system to get logged into YouTube. What does that mean? Just such simple things that I think about now that are so simple to me was so hard then. And when you think about it that way, you think, I've come a long way. I've come a long way. And if you factor in my age and when I started, I literally started my YouTube channel at 68 years old. I didn't have the talent that younger people today have. This is just normal to them. They grew up with tablets. They grew up with cell phones. They grew up with computers. I didn't. I grew up with a rotary phone on the wall. So I had a steep learning curve that they know automatically. That age bracket knows automatically. I didn't know that. I'm still learning. And so when I look back and I think, what have I achieved? And when I see all my achievements, it makes me want to go forward. So look back at your achievements. If you're doing a particular thing, like if you're doing a YouTube channel, look back at the achievements and the little secrets and the little nuggets that you've learned along the way. Simple things that you would do. You would upload a video and go, why am I not getting any views? I'm not getting any views. I got 5 views, or I got 10. I got 1 view. What am I doing wrong? And you keep doing it, and you keep doing it. I said, oh, I didn't know that. I just didn't know that. Or somebody else might know it. It's normal to them. It's normal to them to put the name of the video in the title of the video in the file name. It's normal to them. I never even thought about it. I said, we'll just name a video and just upload it. And it wouldn't get any views. But I figured that out. It's like I accidentally figured it out. Like if I put the name of the video in the file name, when I save it and I upload it, that way the algorithm and the process, when YouTube pushes the videos out, it can find me. Because it doesn't know who I am, it can find me. Just simple stuff like that, Or making the thumbnail. I didn't know how to make a thumbnail. What the hell is a thumbnail? A thumbnail? I didn't know any of this stuff when I started. So I feel better already. This is like therapy for me right now. I feel better already because before I hit record on the camera, I thought, what am I going to talk about? I don't know. Did that. I did that. I did that. I'm just burnt out, mentally, physically burnt out. But now I'm actually feeling better about myself because I'm thinking in terms of like, yeah, I figured that out and I learned that and I learned that, And I know when I first started, I used to watch Think Media a lot. Sean Kennel on Think Media helped me a lot. I really owe him a big thank you if you watch this, Sean. Think Media helped me immensely. And this is not necessarily a plug, it's just a thank you. Because I didn't know where to go, I didn't know what to do. I would go on YouTube and go to Think Media. And the one thing that he says all the time, and the one thing that really stuck with me is just push record. Just push record. Start. And so, thank you, Sean, for that advice. I know we're on different spectrums as far as our belief systems and all that kind of stuff like that. but he's helped a lot of people, and he's helped me a great deal. His whole crew has. Because I'll go back and look at the videos. And every once in a while I'll revisit him. Go, well, okay, I kind of know that. I kind of know that. And that's another thing that can push you forward. You go back and you look at read old books or watch old videos that you did earlier to learn from. And just think about, when you turn the pages on those books, and go, oh man, I don't get this. I don't understand this. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. And then you learn it all. And then 5 or 6 years goes, you go forward 5 or 6 years and you correct the book and go, well, I know all this. I know all this. The same way we're doing the videos. I can now go back and think of some of the very very primitive videos I made and how simple they are. I can go back into my catalog, my first, second, and third, even my first 6 months or first year doing videos. I look back and say, God, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I do that? What was I? Why didn't I do that? I didn't know. Now I know. And one thing that I will not do, and a lot of creators do this, they will delete or hide their early works, their very early works, the first 10 videos or first 100 videos that suck. They hide them. They don't want you to see them. Mine are there. You can go back to my very first video and look at it when I did it. How bad it is. I want it there. I want it out there. I want it out there for you to see it. I want it out there for me to remember it. Like, that was me. It's sort of like when I first started playing guitar, and I can pick up the guitar and I can rip all over the place and play the guitar. But if I go back, I wish I had videos. We didn't have videos back in the 70s and back in the 60s. I wish there was video of me learning or playing guitar when I first started. If you could go back and see, it's such a learning support system when you can go back into history and you can see where you were. When you can see where you were, when you can see where you were and where you are now, it's just amazing. Just amazing. So in the last 4 years, I'm going to pat myself on the back, the last 4 years or 5 years of me dealing with YouTube, I not only was doing YouTube, I was writing a book. I had to write the book. I not only was writing the book, I was working a full-time job. So not only working a full-time job, there was other stuff in my life that happens, just drama that happens, okay? So if I think about it, if I really think about it and be honest with myself, brutally honest, like I said this in all my videos, I'm honest as can be. I will never lie to you, okay? And I try not to lie to myself. But what's interesting is this, is like when you look back and you can reflect on your growth, you can reflect on your growth, and on YouTube, you can go into each video and you can compare the videos, how far you've come with each passing year or months or years by doing the videos. You can see the growth. When you can visually see the growth, then you can say, I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up because I'm so close. I'm so close. So that's what this video is really about. It's about when you hit a wall and you just want to give up. You just say, I can't do this anymore. I can't. Whatever your job is, whatever your career is, whatever your relationship is, whatever your intentions are, whatever your dreams are, you just can't give up. You can't. Because we are all put on this planet to do amazing things. We all have gifts to do amazing things. And I want to share this with you, and this is really, really important. It's not about what you want, it's about what you give. It's not about what you want, it's about what you give. That's why the subject matter in my videos is about my philosophy and about giving, about helping people. So if you think in terms like that, and you think in terms of your past history, what did I give? What did I put out there? What did I create? What did I teach? What did I share? What did I do for somebody else, to help somebody else? What did I do? And if I could take that and put it in the contents of what I've done, my body of work, what I've done on YouTube, I know, even though I'm not blown up and have thousands of followers, I have a lot of followers. You know, what's interesting is this, is like about 90% of the people that follow me don't subscribe to my channel, which is very frustrating. You know, I've got like 400 or 500 people that have subscribed to my channel, and that's it. I got to keep going, That's the struggle. And you guys out there that have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Please push me up, keep pushing me forward, push me forward. Also, if you would really leave a comment, a good comment, not just, oh, John, that's a nice video, or whatever, John. Say something. What would you like me to talk about? What about comment? What about in the book you want me to talk about? So I know. I want to read something to you really quick, so you guys have an idea what's in the book. First chapter, life is not fixed in space and time, it's always becoming. Second chapter, the power influence. Third chapter, you were born to uncover and reveal. Fourth chapter, is your propensity to be controlled stronger than your desire to be free? Fifth chapter, the power of common point immersion. We've talked about that. That's part A. Part B, the power of source in you. Part C, you can create an extraordinary life. Chapter 6, you have the ability to recreate and design your own existence. Chapter 7, what is your true identity? We've talked about that on videos. Chapter 8, how did we achieve awareness, self-awareness, and consciousness? It goes on and on and on. Chapter 9, common point immersion and sex. I got to do a video on that. Chapter 10, no one can achieve greatness alone. You can't. Chapter 12, the answers are always in the questions. Chapter 13, why is it necessary to understand wealth in the common point philosophy? Chapter 15, remaining human. I've done videos on that, many videos on how we must remain human. Chapter 16, closing chapter. Finding is another word for asking a question. That's all in this book, which took me years to write. So if there's anything that I mentioned, if there's anything that I've mentioned in that book, any chapter, any title, what I just read off, if there's anything that you're interested in, I'll do a video on it. Just let me know. Give me some feedback. Let me know. If there's anything in my book you want me to talk about, if there's anything else you want me to talk about, let me know. And I'm not going to make this video real long. I'm going to keep it short. Here's the video idea. Are you your own hero? This is what I started with in this video today. Where do we go when we die? I could do a video on that. The crash of Christianity. The crash of Christianity. I might do a video on that. Evil never wins. Evil is only there because we believe it's there. These are all concepts of videos I want to do. And I probably will. But back to the main subject of this, which you guys pulled me out of because I decided to push start on this video. First, I want to thank you very much. I want to thank you again. You guys are amazing. How do you keep going when you hit a wall? Here's the wall. Here's the wall. Here's me on YouTube. Bang, 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 bang on YouTube. Every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. How do I get through that wall? I know in my mind I cannot do it without you guys. But how do I personally pull the strength up, get the strength to keep going, make another video, until I get to the point where I want to be. How do I do that? As I said earlier, by looking back at my growth. By looking back at my growth. And I can see how much I've accomplished in the last 4 or 5 years. I see how much I have accomplished, which is amazing from where I started. So that in itself will push me forward and push this wall away. And with you as well. How do you keep going when you hit a wall? How do you keep going when you have a wall in front of you and you can't figure out how to get around it, get under it, get over it? It's too thick, it's too high, it's too strong. How do you get through it? By reflecting on your past. By reflecting on the growth that you have now will push you forward. How do you get through that wall? By reflecting on your past. How much growth you have achieved will push you forward. Thank you, guys. Have a drink. I did. I'm going to have another. And another. And I'm going to go edit this video. By the way, pause. By the way, say it right. Play right here. Click and subscribe. Also, listen to my music. Listen to my songs on my playlist. Songs by Tenuto. Amazing stuff. Just because I wrote it, it's amazing. Love you guys. Cheers to all my stickers. Bye now.